Hi, everyone. Cendril here, along with Finn.
Everybody, nice Scarlet, aka Fin Feather Dragon here.
It's gonna be clear and sunny all day tomorrow, and spirits
Woo!
feel neutral today. And let's do the other stuff today then.
Alright. All the other things. Okay.
Nothing.
So,
All right.
do. Okay, so kind of continuing with the magic we were talking about last time, is we have a couple more stipulations. Um, weak magic that is the first magic of a tree of magics. So that's kind of like getting to the D&D, it sounds like.
Okay. So, like, whatever the base level of the magic is.
So basically level 1, that's what you can cast, which is what I was thinking.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking too.
But again, I think you probably stick with Cure. Sounds like.
Yeah. I think so.
Trying to eat the egg.
So.
Um, yeah, if it was just basic first level magic of any magic tree, probably Cure or again Fire. Maybe Electric. Electric magic can be fun.
So, like, create sparks.
Mm-hmm. Or no, people talk about water, but I think water would be almost too baby to do anything with. So.
Well, I mean, it depends. Like, create water in D&D.
Is level 1.
You can create, like, what is it, 10 gallons at level 1?
Oh, so no, that's not
1
bad at all.
gallon.
If you can get, is it 10 gallons or 1 gallon?
I don't remember if it's 10 gallons per level or if it's 1 gallon per level.
I can actually check that real quick.
Pretty sure it does it in gallons per level. I think.
Listen, well, 1 gallon is what a person is supposed to drink every day for their water consumption. So. Create 2 gallons of water per level.
Okay, 2 gallons.
So it's pure water.
Yes,
per
it is.
level, so.
I mean, that was the reason I was like, maybe water, because you could sell that
Oh yeah.
if you made enough of it.
If you made 2 gallons at the start, you could have one for you to drink or do whatever with, and then sell the other or whatever. Or use it to like help impoverish people or something that have access to only bad water. Something like that. Maybe once you were higher level, but trying to think what else. Yeah, I got nothing else, I think.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Kind of covered that in the last one a little bit, so.
Yeah, I mean, because that's kind of the train of thought we had.
Yeah. Okay. So next part. Hey. If you could combine 2 magics, what 2 magics would you combine?
It's a good one. Fire and lightning,
Why fire and lightning?
because burn and shock. You just get a lot of damage out of it.
Yeah, you would.
I mean, that's why.
Um, I could combine them. I would say, I was going to say earth and water, but that would just make mud.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful because you have to be careful what you're going to combine. Because if you combine fire and ice, you're just really getting water.
Well, that's one person actually said is fire and ice to create steam.
Wouldn't want steam either, though.
Yeah, I mean, steam, you would make you could power something that was steam powered, but
We don't
that'd
use
be
steam
it.
power anymore.
Exactly. So it's kind of null and void. And you can't do water and ice. Water and ice are the same thing, people.
No, they're not. They're two different elements.
Same chemical. No, that's the chemist side of me. Sure.
That is the chemist side of you. It is.
But wouldn't ice just freeze water? Or water melt the ice?
I think ice would just freeze water. You just end up with ice.
Yeah.
You just end up with extra ice, I guess.
Yeah. Now, if you do like fire and earth, you get like a scorched earth scenario, where you just have like dried apocalypse wasteland, basically. I guess we could turn this one to like bad combinations of it. Like, what would be a bad combination of curing something else?
Curing any damaging thing? Like, I mean,
Curing fire.
curing anything that damages. I mean, that's a cure is so hard to combine with anything, just because if you take it from like the gamer perspective, it would be whatever you combined with cure, you're just damaging and then healing whatever, or healing and then damaging. 100K.
Get a cellar.
Sure. Didn't even need it. I was wondering if I needed materials.
Oh, you just paid her.
It was just 100K. So that's done now. We can check that in a few days. Guess I should stop. I should save all the cheese and stuff now.
Yeah. Can you age it? I've heard it takes up to 2 weeks to age, but I'm not sure on that front.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And the wine.
Anyway,
I just sold wine.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Anything in cure is bad. I was saying a good combination is wind and fire. Just because you accelerate the flame.
Fire-nado.
There's a lot of good combinations with that.
Well, you could do. Well, if you did wind and water, that's basically a hurricane.
Yeah. There's a lot of good combinations. Now the other deal with cure is depending on how you swing it, and this is the GM side of me. So if I combine like cure and earth, can I make like a brick? That'd be fire and earth. But just follow me.
Yeah.
Could I basically make stuff that repairs itself?
Like a self-repairing wall
Yeah.
or something?
You know,
Ooh, that's tricky.
see, that gets to the GM side of me and like how much I can swing things.
Well, see,
Something like
did,
that would be neat.
Well, if you did like cure and earth, like you were able to, I know stone wall was an upper level spell,
Yes.
but if you could like build a wall out of, like you said, like bricks or rock or whatever, but cast cure on it at the same time.
It just said you combine two spells. That's
Well, yeah. I'm just saying if you combine cure and earth together and made a wall using cure and earth, would it heal 1 HP per second while it's getting damaged?
yeah. You know, would it repair itself? Like I'm just thinking in real world, like could I make something that would not decay?
See, because that would be useful.
That would be
because a lot of the
super
older
useful.
buildings are decaying now.
Yeah. I could fix infrastructure problems forever.
You get a ton of money for that too, because that's the
It would
main
be
thing with
slow.
building.
It would depend again how much can I make a day. You know, it's weak magic.
Right.
But the thought is really cool. That's new.
That is
Fairy
nice. Well, then the thing too is if it only cured 1 HP per second. But let's say a hurricane or a tornado came through and really damaged it. Could it survive the damage long enough to repair itself?
I don't think so.
You think it would topple?
But just wear and tear.
Yeah. Like everyday wear and tear, yeah.
And that would be really cool.
Well, if you could make like a house using that, you could sell houses for a ton. No room in inventory. Alright, go get some to comfort.
That
we'll
would be
back.
really neat.
No, that's a good idea. Because that's the main thing with a lot of the older houses is foundation issues, just from time.
Yep. I'm not gonna have enough time to break the others.
I'm trying to think what else would be useful to combine. But now, see if you did fire and or earth and water, if it was just weak magic. Now there's some stuff that grows in like swampy areas, like cranberries and rice. So technically, if something was,
I think you'd still just get mud.
Yeah. Well, you can make the mud, shape the mud into bricks, and sell them.
In poor parts of the world, yeah.
In poor parts of the world, yeah. Or if you know of a deposit of ore somewhere, go turn the whole place into mud, and then it's easier to dig through. So.
That's true. You'd also do it for like oil and stuff.
Because the oil would come to the surface because oil floats on water. So. So I mean, there's implications once you start thinking about it. But yeah, like fire and water or fire and ice, that's counterproductive. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, you couldn't do anything that's opposite.
Was like I was thinking the fire ice thing, from Kirby and the Crystal Shards. You can't actually get that power of fire and ice mixed together.
That one's new too.
And it's useless, but it's hilarious.
There you go.
I mean, he turns into an ice block and immediately melts. So.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, they counterproduct.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I mean, some like crazy ones I could think of. I went to go to the museum. That you would do, like, you have to start really digging through the weeds. Like, I would combine.
What about like light magic or something?
Well, I would combine like clairvoyance, like reading people's like surface thoughts.
Yeah.
And something with that. Like if you start getting into mind magic, I'm sure you could find some interesting combinations that you combine. There's a lot of possibilities. I just can't think of any.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, there's all the elemental stuff, and then if you want to get into the topic of light and shadow magic, like what would be considered a weak shadow magic that you could mix? Because usually shadow magic.
Well, they said the beginning. One person said the beginning level of
magic
of a Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah.
So like that's flux. I mean, you're basically it's a shadow bolt basically.
Right.
So I mean, it's just a bolt of pure like dark energy that slams into somebody. I mean that's what you're talking at that level. You could do a lot with that.
Okay, now what if you combine like shadow bolt and fire, because fire technically lights things up?
Shadow fire.
Yeah.
I've seen that before in games.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I'm just wondering, like, shadow fire, that could be interesting to play with. Especially when you're in, like, the big bad's castle, sometimes you'll see the torches are shadow fire, so. But what the thing with shadow fire is, I don't think you can put it out with normal water, because shadow. You have to cure it with light, so to speak.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that.
But yeah, I usually don't deal much with shadow magic, just because that kind of gets into juju.
I don't
To quote,
honestly deal much with combining spells like this.
yeah.
Like this is
I mean, it's interesting to think about, but
it's a super interesting topic, but I just don't. You typically don't get to do that in games.
no.
Like you typically like everybody just knows one thing and that's it.
Or if you're a red mage, you just cast one spell at a time. You wouldn't mix the two.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
characters just get to cast one spell at a time. I usually, and even if you can cast spells like back to back, they don't combine or anything. Like
Right.
Breath of Fire 4, they do. Just trying to think of an LP that I recently did. Can you age the jelly? I don't think so. That doesn't make sense.
No. Ace of jelly, you get mold.
So you don't get to do that a lot in video games.
I'm trying to think. Well, it's usually in video games you counter out whatever magic's on the field with light, dark, fire, whatever. Like they have the fire barrier cast water to get rid of it, and then go to town. So all the gems.
All right, you got anything else?
No,
Thank
that's
you
kind
very.
of a hard topic.
It is. Thank you very much for the questions, everybody. They're very interesting. And until the next episode, where we will continue through winter and see if we can get something, get that rabbit's foot, and answer any other questions you have. For Finn,
I've been Nascar. I'll see y'all later.
I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.